Hey everyone, this is Ryan DiGregorio, host of Bending Astronomy. Thanks for joining me and welcome to today's episode. Last time we talked about the farthest extent humanity could ever hope to travel. Today we're going to be talking about something called a Boltzmann brain. I'm going to preface this with a little story of how modern science thinks the universe came to be. Around 13.6 billion years ago, a singularity, a very minute point, was the entire universe. It was extraordinarily hot and dense. And from that little point, rapid expansion. And matter, energy, and time itself started to fill everything we can see today. And over time, it expanded and cooled. And, the first 380,000 years were completely opaque. That means light couldn't even make it through all of the dense material. But finally, when it became transparent, stars and galaxies started to form much later. We're talking hundreds and millions of years after that event, recombination. And today, what we see are those same stars and galaxies moving farther and farther apart from one another. And so we are in an expanding universe. That is a very condensed story of the cosmos. Now, what about this Boltzmann brain? Well, a Boltzmann brain is a hypothetical brain that comes into existence just by chance. And let's dissect the human brain. Really, what is this organ inside of our heads? It really is just a lump of fat and water exchanging electrons through synapses between neurons. And that's it. This lump of fat in our skulls is responsible for consciousness and thought and questions. And it's the only reason I'm able to make this video in the first place. But when we really get down to it, the brain is atoms. It's hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, and other elements. And these are just little atoms. And the atoms have constituents. The little nucleons are made up of quarks. And there are leptons. That is it. My brain is just a collection of quarks and leptons all interacting with the four fundamental forces of the universe. There's nothing to stop those same atoms from coalescing somewhere else in the universe and having a mind. Because if that's all it is, quarks and leptons, well, I can bring about any arrangement of quarks and leptons. Why couldn't one form into a brain identical as mine? Just the same way. And it could even have the same memories. A brain could spontaneously form just by chance, atoms running into each other, and have the memory of my 21st birthday. Here's the argument that this is from. So the Boltzmann brain is named after Ludwig Boltzmann. And the argument states that it is actually more likely for a brain complete with memories to just form spontaneously by chance than it is for the universe to come about the way modern science thinks it did. And when you think about quantum mechanics, nothing's stopping from random quarks and leptons forming into a brain complete with memories. And we think that it's more likely for that event to happen than for the universe to come about the way we think it did. Crazy to think about, but we'll see you next time for some more mind-bending astronomy.